Welcome to my video, Jodi Arias, Alpha Girl or Pumped. My name is Carl Torsbens. I'm a former Deputy Warden of New Mexico and Arizona Department of Corrections. And this information film is provided to you to show a little bit of what may happen once Jodi Arias hits the Perryville prison yard. Remember, this video is speculation, as her final sentence has not yet been determined whether she gets life or whether she gets death. The prosecutor rested his case. The jury returned a verdict of guilty, and the Alpha Girl's going to prison. Pending another hearing in July, her life depends on 12 men and women that will decide whether she lives or dies in prison. The rest of the story will be told on how she will cope among the Alpha Girls and Alpha female correctional officers working in Perryville, where Jodi Arias will do a time for the rest of her life if not given death penalty. The reign of terror will begin at Perryville. Jodi Arias has projected an image on television that will soon fade away as she's thrown in with the she-wolves of Perryville. Her competitive and bullying style will get her nowhere except conflict. There are already dominant Alpha Girls on the yard of cell block where she's kept. And solitary or not, they will call the shots for her, not herself. Her aggressiveness will be tempered, and her bright mind will be abused with chores or labors that will suit other alphas, as they prey on her weakness to look pretty. This Alpha Girl will be excluded from any social circle that exists inside prison. She will be treated with deliberate indifference and driven to madness as she learns to cope with a new environment, not as pleasant or pretty as the one she lived in once, before she got punked by the jury of her peers. Jodi Arias will quickly realize this is not her domain or playground. She will be put in check the moment she gets off the bus. She will have to resist subtle and cruel intentions as she establishes herself into the hierarchy that exists there in Perryville. She'll be a new fish, is what they call them, when they enter prison. Being caught between Alpha bad girls and Alpha correctional officers has got to be the most awkward moment in her life, as she realizes her self-importance has been reduced to dirt. The Perryville bad girls will hold grudges, engage in slander, and shun her every step of the way. They will speak to her as a leper infected with a social disease that is quite unique inside of prisons. Jodi Arias will try to manipulate a new friend or new best friend, either clad in uniform of brown or some girl living in the same cell block. Both ways there'll be loose affiliations, as loyalty and friendship are always up for sale. She will flounder astray for a few years before flourishing in her own newfound powerful non-image obsessed culture, where looks don't mean a thing, but having a strong link to a checkbook or bank account makes all the difference in the world. There will be one Alpha Girl that will lead the pack inside her cell block, calling the shots, and perhaps Jodi Arias will be fortunate enough to be mentored and prepped for the shot caller position one day. Anything is possible in prison, whether you're doing life or doing death. Anything is possible. Don't underestimate the culture inside of prisons. Arias will work hard on her manipulation skills and hone them to perfection. She will manipulate and triumph with some and fail with others. She will learn how to deal with rejection. There's a word that she probably hasn't experienced too much in that particular area of a relationship. She has promised to perform unselfish deeds and perform a great service, but realistically, that's never going to happen. Her speech to the jury was unbelievable and unrealistic. She will walk alone if she gets a death penalty, and she will join the walking dead. In my opinion, Arias peaked way too early, as she finds herself a small fish in a very large pond filled with aggression. She will be tormented with frustration and sink into obscurity to gather her thoughts together and try to rebound from this nightmare. or how quickly she will realize that others have heard of her and some have heard a little. Either way, her importance is diminished. Her destiny is doomed unless she can pull her head together and learn how to cope and function in this new world called Perryville Prison in Goodyear, Arizona. As always, thank you for watching my videos.